evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try this again. I'm a little bit too fast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Sunless Sea. Hideaway. Ghoul. That thing is objectives. And there's this. Just. Oops. Let's just explore, apparently. We have a whole bit of map that is still unexplored. So, let's go there, shall we? Yes, come on. Let's get out of this current. Thank you very much. And no, the abyss will not. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yes, I probably should investigate those. No risk reward doesn't really strike my fancy. Yes, lantern. Oi, 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 oi. I wanted to talk about something. I forgot. I know that I watched the video right before this because I wanted to remind me and now I forgot. Anyway. Oh dear. Too close. Oh, it's just a light ship. It's just a light ship. Yes, horror. The genre I'm not familiar with, and I'm utterly fascinated by. I watched again an extra credits episode about that very topic. Or basically, horror and how rationality deceives us. Link to that video will be in the description, so don't worry. But it boils down to make your character go, or make a character wish that it goes mad because the world is mad. Everything else is how do I put it? I say love with, but I don't understand love with enough for that. was I? Ah, yes. Horror. It's basically the one thing I failed miserably, especially in Jäger's Herbst. There was nothing truly horrific, something so outlandish. You could say, well, I'm going mad. Or the character says, I'm going mad. That did not happen. Truly of horrific is not there. More in the story about Litter than Jäger's Herbst, but didn't really fear. Except for the one time we pulled out of the house into the shack. That's it. He didn't really saw something that basically says when even when the chair flew through the mate, he just got angry. That's it. He wasn't fearful, he was angry, he was enraged. He didn't question anything. He saw it, it angered him. So yeah. Mark can be a tool in further stories set in that house. Because now he himself is such an horrific creature. The embodiment of rage. What? No, no, no. Go away. Nobody likes it. Ow. Sweet Jesus. And I'm just looking for hideaway and Igel and such. Did I find Nunzio yet? If so, yay. Let's make an example. Let's say we are truly living in a simulation. Something artificial. Like, a computer game. Where the NPCs are also the players. A simulation of life. And you all know that computer games and programs and such have bugs and glitches and can be exploited. Now, let's put us somewhere where a lot of glitches and bugs occur. And let's say we are trained to rationalize everything, to see reason, to trust our senses, hearing, smelling, feeling, tasting, seeing, so on and so forth. Now, we are at a house, an old one, classic horror story material, and We go in there, nothing happens first, and then a glitch. Could be a ghost, or another player who was there before us. And we just see that after image, how he opens a door and goes through it, but the door itself is still closed. So we see a ghost and see it going right through the door. We see the door, it's closed, we see the ghost. We test the door, it's clearly closed, we can't open it without force, and still we saw someone else, ghost or not, walking through it. Then we hear creaking without any reason why. Without even knowing why. The very thing Dark Souls push loves us down our throat. We don't even know why. And that is part of how we don't know. And if we are presented with something so grotesque, so horrible, so even grand, like there's glitches, because we now perceive what the reality really is. Virtual reality, a simulation. But because this is the world we are living in, the world we experience with our senses, our rationality, our reason, we don't believe it. Even if we are confronted by it. And then we see more and more our reality basically falls apart around us. We are still perfectly reasonable. We still have all our faculties. But because we see reality falling apart, we think we are going mad. Or we wish that we are going mad. Mainly because the alternative is so much worse. That we wish that we go mad. What do we have here? Wreck. Let's see what we have. Wreck. Earn your entry. Yay. Board report. Consider the state of the city. The wreckers look sallow. Stores are running low. There's enough food to subsist for a time, but the poets may soon be out of paper, and the miners won't be able to make their explosives if the powder isn't refreshed. The fair king ensures there's order. He goes without, just as his subjects do. And he sees that those who forsake their work for despair are flogged. Oh dear. Oi. Oi, 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 oi. No ships, of course. Then let's follow an echo through the hulls. Many rockers sing, but none quite like this. Careful, trespasser, a wrecker warns as you approach. You escaped from their hood. Mind your manners, or you might lose an ear. Oh, that's a lovely image. He looks up from a water-warped pianoforte, adjusting his glasses. His hand is stained with ink. There's music written on the wallpaper behind him. Okay, let's take the escape composer's song. Take this with you, says the composer. It is a score sketched into a sheet of seaweed. The composer explains. While I languished in a cell in their hood, binding on drowning slobs, this is the music I wish to have. You glance over the score. This tune suggests the impact of metal and stone, a broken shell, a bubble of air slowly rising to the surface. This is not a cheerful song for a submarine. There is a lady who was imprisoned alongside me. I don't even know her name, but her courage kept me whole. If you go there, rescue her. There's no one less deserving of a cell in that place. Okay, I have to go to Dahoud. Which is nice. Well, we found another port. Where was I? Ah, yes. Virtual reality as an example. Yes. Let me first take a sip of my juice. Now. Nope. Not you. Where was I again? Ah, yes. Characters are perfectly fine, but wish to go mad because the world has gone mad. Basically, I said everything I wanted to say. Amazing. But yeah, that's basically it. Something I failed A to see without help and B failed to do. Well, it's tough to do it in short stories. Unless they are 30-minute reads, but maybe another time. Roller skate. Maybe another time. So what do we have here? It's not so much a port as a shop with a dock. Colored ceiling lights shine onto display cases lining the walls. A large shop counter dominates the room. Cigars, ashtrays, guillotines. Matches and carved boxes are all for sale. Each step here transports you into a new realm. At one moment the heady aroma of summer flowers, then the early fog of fungus, the bitter warmth of morning coffee, the sickening sweetness of sweat and midnight honey. Okay. Go away, we are closed. The crotchety tobacconist sits smoking behind the shop counter. The ashtray next to him is stacked with cigar butts. I cannot assist you until my apprentice returns. Well, where did his apprentice go? I sent him on an errand. He just had to collect parcel from... Where Was it either Empire of Hands or Doom colonies? He sits up and stretches. His joints crack loudly. I have very important work and it can't continue without him. Please, unless you have news of the boy, leave me be. Okay. It's a pamphlet. Neatly printed histories of the shop are stacked high on the display cases. A notice encourages visitors to take one. The pamphlet describes Rosegate as a cigar shop with a factory on the upper floor. True. Here they produce and sell an unparalleled variety of cigars. Also true. The tobacconist is described as a world-renowned figure, respected for his dedication to his craft and the brilliance of his creative vision. The pamphlet boasts that his genius will forever have altered a tobacconist's art. Well, that remains to be proven. Sample. The crotchety tobacconist cuts you a cigar and lights it. You draw slowly, your mouth fills with a flavored fork, heavy on the tongue, like honey liquor. The tobacconist smiles. Your mouth will start to burn soon. Tolerate it. The transition phase before something rather refreshing. See what I mean? Just hold. I don't want to need to lower my terror. And still no ships. Fresh air. Thank you very much. Still no Eigul or Hideaway. And as I said, I'm basically done with what I wanted to talk about today. And video will be in the description below, so don't worry, there's source material. And you can watch it, it's just 5 minutes. I rambled more about it than they do, so. But I'm also a rambly kind of guy, as you all know. Sadly, Sunless, he doesn't really adhere to that. This is a world where the grotesque and so unholy different is normal. It's accepted. It's daily life. There's nothing horrible about it. So yeah. But it also doesn't really try to be a horror game, so. Apropos horror games, I want to do Fear 1 and 2. So I've been thinking. I have until February, or February, as I will call it for now, and basically to finish Claire. Or at least be so far on it that I can say, good, let's take a break. Not like this break right now we are on, because we had a month of Claire, now we have a month of Baldur's Gate to get back into the swing of things. But I mean a proper break in February. So yeah. First board report. sunlight. Piratical. Suspicion? Let's go through all of these again, so I can say did it. Let's go to the Abbey. The mellifluous sisters make their home in the richly appointed stone tower of Cavendish Abbey. The thick gloves and crimson mesh helmets are worn, less for modesty and more for practicality. They tend the hives of the lamp-like bees all across the isle, and make a religious observance of harvesting red honey for the pirate king. Let's gossip a little bit. She tells you honestly, really use a lamentable relic. Best not to ask her what for. She's only a recent novice and barely even inducted into the lower apastic mysteries. Still, she has some useful information to impart. The recent destabilization of the red honey trade elsewhere has been fortuitous for the Isle of Cats. Honey production can barely meet demand. The abbess and the lady of the gardens are having some kind of dispute over staffing, of all things. Okay. What else do we have? The honeyed tongue. It's both a brothel and honey den, run by someone the catties referred to as the King's Claw. Entering the brothel is like sliding into the dream of a surface orientalist. Jewel-embroidered cushions, bright silk drapes, gilded statues of elephants, sun bears and clouded leopards. Silver censers release curling plumes of rose-scented smoke into the air. The courtesans are red-lipped and coal-smudged. When you catch their eyes, they smile back at you with professional interest. What's red honey? You know, of course, only the particulars may have slipped your mind. One of the nearby curtains' eyebrows lifts infinitesimally, but his reply is practiced. And lamp like a bee suckle nectar of the crimson strain of exile's rose, they are driven to madness. They enter the brains of humans and harvest their memories. He shudders as though imagining the process himself. Those memories are instilled in red honey. Each sip is a burst of memory on the tongue. Deliciously awful, isn't it? He flutters his dyed feather fan. We gained terror because of it. Thanks. Let's come for the sea captain. The sea captain is weeping gently into her courtesan's bosom, muttering of her lost crew and rose gardens. They're all tending the gardens now, she wails and begins to weep again. My poor crew! Wait for a hitch in the sobs and inquire further. It is a slow, delicate business drawing answers out of her, but you are nothing if not perseverant. It seems her crew was conscripted by the Lady of the Gardens. and that their duties are something far worse than horticulture. You will leave her reciting the names of her lost sailors and commending them to Saul's mercy. Okay. And I've lost fragments. That's not nice. Anything else? Nope. Well then. Any shops? Yes. Let's buy some fuel. Let's do that again. And I will say goodnight and sleep well.